Hi folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a comic. And today's comic is Adventures of Quentin Alpha, Enemy of the Stars by LZcomics. Alright, let's start where we usually do. Now, this was created, written, and illustrated by Leo Zippin. Production assistant was Naor Tabiv. And flattening assistant was Rakefet Barak. I'll write this all down below as usual. Now, this is actually a comic that was created here in Israel. So that's exciting for me. That's the second one that was created in Israel that I'm reading. Alright, so the hero of our story is Quentin Alpha, this gentleman here. I like this cover, to be honest though, mainly because it's purple, and you know my purple obsession. Now, Quentin Alpha is an agent of an organization called Tempest. I don't know what that stands for, they don't tell us. Tempest, and he, in this comic, needs to fix time. Something happened and there is no future. And there is a scientist who wants to completely blow up time in order to help it move again. And Quentin here needs to stop him. Alright, we open our story in a quite an awesomely insane way in a poker game. With, now listen carefully to what I say. We open with Stalin's cyborg, with his 3 monkey bodyguards. Michael Jackson's nose, who is now an entity apparently. Cool. With his bodyguard. And regular Joe, who's not really regular. And quite frankly, I think he can make millions in tentacle porn, but that's just me. Just a suggestion. And in this poker game participates our hero, Quentin Alpha. Now, apparently, because of this whole problem with time, this doesn't last for long, and there's a boom. Meanwhile, we go to this is our scientist who wants to explode time. As you can see, he's appropriately missing one eye and has a scar. Now, Quentin is in a museum, and again, we meet this lady who was previously the dealer, the lady with the cards, and she's a space vampire. I don't need any more. Yeah, vampires, I'm in. She's a space vampire, and apparently she can help lead him to a man he needs in order to get to our doctor. Alright, and what, wait, his name slipped, Zolter. His name is Zolter. Then suddenly Zolter arrives, and he shoots from a gun at these futures. This is a museum with paintings of the future, and now they come alive as ghosts. And they ruin Quentin's suit, which he's upset about. I get it, that is a nice tux. Then the space vampire lady, whose name is Mona, starts helping him to defeat the ghosts while he goes after Zolter. Which he doesn't capture because apparently Zolter knows something about him. Alright, he meets up again with Mona, tells her he didn't catch him. She hopes they'll see each other again, maybe. Oh, there's also a bit of a fourth wall breaking, I think you call it. Where he tells her there's a next issue. I think I was once told Deadpool has that. Makes me want to read Deadpool. Alright, so, but what he didn't tell her is he put a tracker on him, so he will actually catch him. He feels bad about lying. Now we have our scientist. He's told Zolter is there. And we are left to see a robot. It could be the Terminator in this universe. Alright, Quentin finds him. And He tries, no, not tries. He fights him. He and the robot start fighting. He shoots at him. Again, I can't help but think about the Terminator. He tells him he talks too much and there isn't many pages left. Oh, and then he has some sort of space powers, which is cool. And then he tells him, please don't destroy my robot. Or my cyborg, or my... It had a name, but I honestly, I couldn't even figure out how to pronounce it. My bad. And then there's a really cool moment here. Apparently, Quentin had a friend in his future that also wanted to do kind of the same thing, and Quentin, I think, had to arrest him. Look, there's like a flashback. Well, that's really cool. Look how it's done. You don't, you don't see the whole thing. It's kind of like really faint ghosts. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. I mean, look at that. At first, I was confused. I thought, is that like him? Is he disappearing? But anyway, very cool. So Quentin tells the doctor if you change some coordinates, the bomb will fix the future instead of destroying it. And the doctor agrees, and Quentin leaves off. There's a really cool black hole in here, which is nice. Alright. So, this was actually quite a nice story. It's a very quick one. Well, it's all in one issue. I like the art. I thought it was really cute. Kind of reminded me a bit of the art in Justice Machine. A little bit, but more modern than in Justice Machine. Because I couldn't help but think it does remind me of older styles. So yes, the story is quite interesting. For just the beginning of Quentin Alpha's adventures. I would really like to know more about Mona and how space vampires work. I mean, she seemed to have powers that could help her take those ghosts and turn them back into paintings. Mona's very into paintings, and that little bit about Quentin was also interesting. What did Zolter, know about him that made him let him go? I mean, whatever it was, he decided to really just let him go. So it must be quite bad, whatever it is. And also when he tells about his friend, and you see the flashback, his name is Axel. So that's the friend. He seems to be very sad. I wonder what he had to do. He had to arrest him, probably. And, also more interest about Tempest and what they actually are. I hope that's how you pronounce that. Tempest. It's, let me just spell that just in case. Okay, it's Tempest. Sometimes my reading skills are shit. So yes. So overall, interesting. There's also this one in Hebrew. I might be actually getting that one as well. But that is it, folks. Story quite good. The art is adorable, and of course a lot of it. And of course his costumes have purple, so I very much approve. All right, folks. So that is it. If you do find this wherever you are, I do recommend reading it. It's a nice, quick read. That is it, folks. Till next time. Bye.